Ensign Level here, and welcome to my first Let's Play series. This is The Legend of Zelda. It was released for the Nintendo Entertainment System in, as you can see, 1986. This was the first video game I ever played on the Nintendo. I think it was my first console game too. Um, that might not actually be correct. I remember the first two games I played were Zelda and Super Mario Brothers, but I'm pretty sure it was Legend of Zelda. My cousin got a Nintendo Entertainment System, and he had this game, and I played it. As you could see, they tell you a little bit about the story. Basically, this big baddie Ganon stole the Triforce of Power and kidnapped Princess Zelda. Zelda, before she was kidnapped, managed to break the Triforce of Wisdom into 8 pieces and very cleverly hide them in deep, dark dungeons with some really bad monsters guarding them. So naturally, what's needed to save the day is a, let's say, 6-7-year-old kid. And that's how The Legend of Zelda goes. So they're basically give you a very brief story at the title screen, show you some of the items you can get in the game, tell you to read the manual, and then they pretty much just throw you into the game. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a character, Link. I've already got him made up, but he hasn't done anything yet. So what you would normally do is you go to register your name and you type in, you know, whatever name you want to give it. I tend to use the default names, and Link's the default name. So let's just go right to it. All right, here's Link. He's a little kid in a green tunic, green hat, and a very small shield. And it's up to him to save the day. If you look at the screen in the upper left-hand corner, you can see the rectangular world map representation. Basically, that green dot is Link. So every time we change screens, that'll move along the world map. We got a section there for our money, which are those gems. Next thing, we don't have any right now. And also some items that you'll get later are keys and bombs. And those are, kept track of right there. There's what the B and A buttons do. And right now, even though he's supposed to save the land of Hyrule, he doesn't have anything. He's got a shield and the clothes on his back. He's got no money. He's got no weapons. And all the way on the right, you can see your life force. Right now, he has a maximum of 3 full hearts. So I'm just going to come in this cave. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Alright, it's a wooden sword. Basically, I'm going to save Hyrule with a pointy stick. But it's better than nothing, so let's grab it and go. And when we swing our sword now, you can see it's in the A button, so if you hit the A button, he'll swing his sword and he will fire projectiles. Now, they can only have one projectile on the screen at the same time, so if I swing and swing again quickly, no, I can't just keep swinging and spamming flying swords. That's not how it works. Alright, so now we've at least got a means to attack and defend ourselves, so let's go out into the world. Now, I'm not a really terrific Legend of Zelda player. I mean, I like the game, and I'm fairly good at it, but I won't be going through the game without ever taking a hit, or doing any kind of challenge run or anything where I don't, upgrade any of my weapons or anything. I'm just gonna play the game, and from my memories of it, and get everything I think I need to finish the game. And I'll try to get all the items, and show you where all the important things are to complete the quest. So these things I think are called Tektites. And a lot of fairies. Now, what fairies do basically is restore your life. I think they restore 6 or 7 hearts at a time. Now, you can either grab them with Link by having Link touch them himself, or if you stab them with your sword, Link can also pick up items by using his sword. So you see how that rupee, I picked it up when my sword came into contact with it. Now, I don't know if you saw there for a brief second, there was a blue rupee there. Now, blue rupee is simply worth 5 regular rupees. So I'm just going to wander around for the episode, and just keep in mind that when Link swings his sword, his shield. Let me kill these guys and then show you. Oh, bombs! Cool. When Link swings his sword, he throws his shield back. Now that enemy in the water is called a Zora, and his projectile I can't block. See, you see how I had my shield out? Watch, and it doesn't block it. It's not strong enough. So my shield cannot block at the present time those projectiles. So I have to actually physically get out of the way in order for that to happen. Now, with bombs, and there's no way for you to really know this, but you can actually bomb out certain spaces. And there's an old bald man here who's going to tell me to take whatever I want. Now, I could take this red potion, which will refill my life twice. Basically, I drink it and it refills my life, and then it'll turn blue. And then if I drink it again, it'll refill my life again and be gone. Or I can take a permanent upgrade to my health. And I'm going to take the permanent upgrade to my health. Now, fortunately, the enemies there that I was fighting, I should probably be named. I think actually, they're not these things. The Tektites, actually, I think, were these things over here, the jumping blue things. I think those are called Tektites. The first red things I was fighting, I believe, are called Octoroks. And the things that come up out of the ground, I can't remember what they're called. I'll try to get the name. I'll try to, look up the name. Like I said, I'm doing all this from memory, so I don't exactly have everything, on the tip of my tongue. So, just keep going through here. It was actually pretty lucky of me to get those bombs, because those blue ones, see these are red Octoroks? The blue ones gave me the bombs, but they don't always, they sometimes drop them, but they don't always. So it's just kind of a random, random chance thing. It's not a terrible drop rate, but, there's no guarantee that you're going to get them. So, just try, and the bombs actually you can also use on enemies too. There we go, grab some rupees. And where do I want to go next? I'll go this way. More Octoroks. Alright. As you can see, our wooden sword can one-shot. Ooh, berry. Wooden sword can one-shot most enemies, but the blue Octoroks are a little more resilient, and you're going to find that as you move along the world map. You're going to be finding different types of enemies with different types of resistances to your weapons. Ooh, more bombs. Nice. Alright. I think in the future I should do a practice run before I start recording. But yeah, just try to avoid the Zora's projectile there. Yeah. These projectiles we can block them fine as long as my shield is down and I'm not swinging my sword. I'll be fine. And there's a fairy. I don't need it, but I like to grab her. Now you actually can't. I actually could kill the Zora. See, but it cost me my ability to fire my sword, so I don't know if that was worth it. Don't know if I got the best end of the deal there. Just gonna ignore those guys and move on. All right. Now, just trying to get used to controlling Link again. Here we go. Grab the rupee. Up to 45 rupees. Now here's another area that you really wouldn't know this. I remember there was a black guide that came with. Ooh, it's a secret to everybody. I think what this means is he wants us to keep this quiet and not let other monsters know that he's given us money and helped us. My guess is that's why he's saying it's a secret to everybody. Now let's see. I think these are called. See, I think these are Tektites. All right. Oh, good. Cool. Got them. Now right here, like I said, there was a black book that came with my Nintendo Entertainment System, and we got the same choice from, I guess, a different old man. I'm going to increase my hearts, my number of hearts permanently again, which is the best choice. But like I was saying about the black book, I forget what it was called. I should find it if we still have it somewhere. There's a black book that kind of gave you some hints, and without those hints, it's kind of hard to know what to do. Also, I eventually got a Nintendo Power subscription, and there were some nice, very nice maps and hints and clues about how to play the game. But basically, there's some things about this game that wouldn't be obvious unless somebody kind of told. I mean, you could accidentally stumble across them, I guess, but who knows that you can bomb the certain walls because they're not all destructible. Let's go in this cave here. So how would you know that unless somebody told you? All right, show this to the old woman. All right, I haven't seen the old woman, but if I see her, I'll grab the letter. And as you can see now, our inventory is starting to fill in, whereas before it was completely empty. Now we've got the bombs and the letter. I'm going to stick with the bombs. And we don't have any pieces of the Triforce, but they've got a nice place for it right there. Alright, so I'm going to get going, and I think I'm going to take us... Where am I going to go? This way. There's one more thing I want to get if I remember its position, and then I'll call it a recording. So we'll head this way. Now these are Armo statues. They're basically inert, but if you touch them, they'll start to move around. Now that guy's moving around slowly, but they can actually move around really, really fast. And that's kind of annoying. It would take me 2 or 3 hits with the wooden sword to defeat them. So there's a waterfall here. I'm just going to go up top. Oh, that's kind of a tough guy to fight, so I'm going to go actually around him. He's called a Lionel or something. And as you saw right there, he can fire his sword too. Now this guy says that if we can master using this, we can have this. This is a white sword, so instead of this wooden pointy stick, we can actually have something that looks like it might be forged out of metal. Now, in order for you to pick, if I'd come straight here with my 3 hearts, I wouldn't have been able to pick it up. But if you've got a minimum of, I think it's 5 hearts, maybe it's even 4. Maybe you only have to get 1 heart container, but if you've got, but I think it's 5. So if you've got a minimum of 5 hearts, you can get the white sword, and it's more powerful. Basically, you can deal more damage. And you see I hit him, and it took off a whole 1.5 hearts, I think? Or 2 hearts. Actually, I think it was a 1.5 hearts or 2 hearts. That hurt. So basically, the white sword is what I wanted to get. So I'm going to... I haven't figured out how I'm going to do the stopping. Now with the white sword, the Zora will go down in 1 hit. So I can actually get rid of the Zora if I know where it's going to show up. And you can see now I can do this without having the thing constantly firing at me. Now basically, when you want to end your game, what you can do is push start, and then what you can do on your second controller is push up and A, and that will take you to this screen here. And what I'm going to do is I'll go to save, and there, it saved my progress. Now when I want to come back to the game, I have it all there, everything I had, all the rupees I had. I have you can see the 5 full heart containers and the white sword. So I'm going to call it a recording here, and next time I will take on the first labyrinth of the dungeon, the first level, and see if we can get our hands on a piece of Triforce. For now, this is Ensign Level, and if there's a next time, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.